Hey everybody, Dirili here with another Otome Alliance update. Again, this is going to be a short one because I'm having a really hard time right now. I've got things to say, but I don't have the time or presence of mind to organize it all right now. Yeah, so I really apologize, but I really need today off from the videos because yesterday I just spent so much time contacting people and getting things straightened out and fixing stuff on my computer and otherwise, and I had some troubles at home also in my personal life. A whole bunch of things has gone wrong in the last couple days, so yeah, just give me today off please, and I'll do as much work as I can today and hopefully be back on track tomorrow. God, I really hope these last couple days are not a preview of what my 2017 is going to be like. Oh, but at least Rob's channel hit 1,000 today, so hooray! I'm very happy for him, and I hope you all are too. I still have some of that residual cold messing with my sinuses and voice. So yeah, all my recordings from like the end of December until now have just been horrible for me. On top of that, I've developed another medical problem that I won't go into detail about here, but I've been in a lot of pain for 5 days now, and it's made things really hard for me lately. Fortunately, as long as I stay still and don't eat much, the pain doesn't bother me so much. So I've been able to keep working on videos, though the pain's been slowing me down a little, making it hard for me. It's really hard to keep trying to sound upbeat like this, but sounding miserable makes bad videos, thus acting. I try. So first, let's talk about the good things. I hope that people have been enjoying Lost Alice's Owen Chester route and his Realm of Piracy side stories. And it seems like quite a few people have been enjoying Alf and Princess of the Moon, so I'll keep trying to do those on a daily basis on top of the other titles I've been working on this whole time. And on Brotome Time, Otome Adventures, Rob's been reading Rudy and Princess of the Moon. He just finished Edward from Blood and Roses, and he read the Sweetest Pleasure special for Joker from Lost Alice as well. He's also going to start up the Men of Yoshiwara Ogiya. Yay! Because although I wasn't quite as interested in it as the original, because I was a bit disappointed that it wasn't a real sequel with the same guys or anything, and the art wasn't quite as good as far as I felt, I still really wanted to hear it, particularly because there's a pretty hot guy with an eye patch in it. But as I've said before, I have really sensitive hearing, so I can only stand to listen to certain people's voices with a certain level of skill and professionalism. So personally, I'm really happy he's going to be reading it, and I can't wait to hear it, and I hope some of you will want to hear it too, even though it's not really a new title or anything. So you should be hearing that starting up from him soon, I believe. Alright, so for all the bad news that I really don't want to talk about, but I guess I have to say it, though I know a lot of people won't listen to this and will still keep asking me in the comments in my other videos anyway. I've said before, and people still continue to ask me, that Momoko's channel has been shut down by copyright strikes. She had been planning to create a new channel, but there have been some problems with her personal life financially, and she's been very, very busy. I still have several episodes of Louis' Route and Rain de Fleur to upload, the narrated versions on my channel, but if she doesn't have time to get back to translations by the time I finish reaching that point, we may have to leave off the series till the chaos in her life dies down a bit. Obviously, whenever she starts a new channel and becomes active again, I will post in the Otome Alliance news. As for irrmoony's channel with Colorx Malice, she received another copyright strike as well, which means that now she has 2 strikes, so she hid the rest of her videos so she wouldn't lose her channel. My theory is that they used YouTube's audio ID system, like they can for music, and they used that to ID videos using the voice acting of certain lines from their games. Then they took a look at the videos and decided whether to remove them or not. So I'm guessing that I haven't had my versions removed yet because they haven't found my videos yet since I don't have the original audio for the game in them at all. So it's certainly quite possible that if they find my videos through any other means later on, mine might be removed as well. Or then again, maybe they're really into protecting their voice actors more than anything else, and they don't mind my videos so much because I don't give away the voice acting. What I really don't understand about all this, though, is that Idea Factory always seemed to have been fine with videos of their games before, so why change things now, especially without notice? Not to mention, at least in my eyes, I don't see there being much harm in having only the introduction to a game uploaded, which is all that we were doing with Colorx Malice, just to get people hyped for the official release. Particularly if the original text is covered up. Any Japanese person who couldn't read English would have a pretty difficult time figuring out what was going on with all the unvoiced lines. So yeah, there's just a lot that isn't making sense to me. Ugh, never mind keeping this short. there's one more matter to address since we're talking about copyright strikes. I initially didn't really want to talk about this because I'm particularly depressed and frustrated about it and just trying to get it out of my head. But I kind of feel the need to rant at the moment, I guess. Probably most of you listening know that Rob at Brotome Time and I both received copyright strikes from a certain company who I refused to name because I refused to give them any sort of advertising, even in the bad way, because as they say, there is no bad publicity. If I said who it was, people would still go and look it up, even if they hear horrible things about it, and then there's a possibility people would be like, oh, actually their game looks kind of cool, I kind of want to check it out. So then I would be doing them a favor, and I don't want to do them a favor, so I'm not going to say who it is. But anyway, to preface the situation, first off, we do our due diligence. We check company websites and social pages for their policies, and if there are none listed, and there rarely are, we email them, but most of them don't bother to respond. And in those cases, we look to see if there are any other games from the same company with many videos listed that have been up for a long time. And with this particular company, there are tons of videos of games from them that are up and still listed. We even agree to acquiesce to any conditions they may have, such as only doing the intro or only reading a single route. And of course, if they didn't want us to read anything, we wouldn't do it. Companies need to have their policies stated in a place that's easy to find, and they need to ask people to remove videos before giving strikes. Most of us are quite willing to do so. We do respect the companies, and what we do is actually an effort to get people to be interested in their games and Otome games in general. Personally, I never spend money on a game unless there are videos of it, because without exception, so far every single game I have ever purchased that did not allow videos were utterly horrible and a complete waste of money, and I totally regretted ever spending money on them. Anyway, in light of this company's business ethics of not posting policies and then giving copyright strikes, potentially shutting people's channels down without bothering to ask them to remove their videos first, I will never again try to advertise for them, nor will I ever try playing one of their games recreationally on my own. Honestly, I don't even really enjoy these games so much by myself anyway, these mobile games. I only really have fun with them when I'm playing them with other people and joking around. Even the more expensive games that are more worth it, they're just more fun when you're playing them with people. They're not nearly as much fun when you play them alone. Anyway, we work really hard making these Let's Plays, trying to make the games look fun and enticing with our reading and commentary. We don't just film the game footage and post it directly to YouTube so people can see it for free. We worked all day to put out those first few videos. When we got our videos taken down, we went to investigate and other people still had their videos up. And even at this moment, some still do. Turns out 4 hours before our videos were removed, they posted on their Facebook page that YouTube videos were not okay. They didn't even bother to pin it though. It was just a one-sentence post that was immediately pushed down the page by 4 other posts that they put up right after it. Now, I've had videos stolen before, and I filed takedowns before, so I know that it takes some time for videos to be removed. So to me, this indicates that they actually filed those copyright strikes before they even bothered to announce that they didn't want videos of their game. We had been checking their Facebook page and Twitter for news, but 4 hours was not enough time for us to find out about what they wanted and honor their wishes. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they actually filed the takedowns before they even bothered posting their policy. We do respect the company's rights to not want videos of their games up, and we would have been perfectly fine with removing our videos if they had bothered to ask us to remove them. And this whole thing could have been avoided in the first place if either A, their policy had been posted publicly in an easy-to-find place, or B, that they had bothered to actually answer questions that we had been sending to them. So yeah, between that and the pain I've been experiencing, I've been having a difficult time lately. But I've still managed to be fairly productive, so it hasn't been all bad. And one last thing, please. I don't mean to sound mean, but this is just happening too often lately. People who watch my channel even slightly regularly should know that when there are major announcements about Otome games, I always do a news video about them when I find out. I don't keep a close eye on all mobile games, but outside of mobile games, I'm pretty much on top of things. So please, 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 don't keep asking me if there's a release date for certain titles or if I know if certain games are getting translated. I don't have any special connections for insider information, so you can easily do a Google search for yourself to see if maybe you can find some news that I haven't had a chance to post yet. I myself am not a search engine. I'm really sorry there's been so much negativity in this video. I'm just really not doing well in so many ways right now. I don't want pity or for people to worry about me or anything, though. I just had to let people know what was going on with certain issues. So, nose back to the grindstone for now. Hope to see you all in some better, more fun videos out there. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.